if you are with me, if you are in Sahaja, you are protected, you are looked after. But you have to stick on, you have to have faith. And even if there's any problem, it gets solved. But those who have gone out of it, who go beyond my reach, then they suffer. So even indirectly I would say I am not in any way harming them. Because I have decided not to harm anyone. That I have decided on. Especially those who call me mother, I don't want to harm them. But they get harmed, no doubt. They get harmed very badly. So, if it has happened, just take it up. Alright, doesn't matter. Mother forgives everyone. It has happened, has happened. This is a lesson for me. It was something because of it happened. And now I'm back. And then you become sometimes a better Sahajogi than many of us. This kind of happening is very common in every country. They say that this Maya is created by God. No. The Maya that God has created is this world, this whole universe and all that. But this elusive life is created by human beings. Absolutely through their projections of their brains and mental capacities. They have projected because money is everything. If money is everything, by hook or crook, if you have to get the money, then do what you like. But every day you read in the newspaper, horrible stories about how people want to make money, how they want to sell their daughters, how they want to sell their wives. Anything is all right as long as you have money. If you can make money, nothing like it. So this is one of the illusions that human beings have created, is what you call is money Maya. And in that comes also the wealth, possessions, materialism. Everything is created by human beings. And this creation of materialism then boils you down to a personality which is involved in all sinful act. Everything is all right, because if money is all right, materialism is all right. For example, the way people went down to America, Spanish, and killed so many aboriginals there. Then also English went and all kinds of people went there in America. The way they have tortured is something you cannot think how human beings can behave like this towards ordinary people who are just simple people living in the jungles. How can you do such a thing to them? Such horrible, you can call it a genocide. It's really a terrible thing. They did it. We know more about this Germans, the way they behaved recently. But even in those days, they used to do all kinds of things. And the nature, which is a Maya of God, how it takes respite. There were people in America, Central America, near river Mississippi and Missouri. They were called as rednecks. Long time, he must be remembering it. And because they were called rednecks by the black, they used to kill so many blacks, they used to hang their children on the tree, they used to throw their bodies in the river, sometimes get them drowned, did all kinds of things to the black people. Under the name that they were white people and they are superior and something like that, behaving worse than animals. Now you know their floods came in, terrible floods came in, and those floods drowned these rednecks beyond their necks, and so many were dead. One would say that how could it happen? It is. Another example I'll give you is the way Americans were treating all these Bolivians and the Colombians, that they would buy everything from them very cheaply. And like wheat and everything, very cheap, just the minimum profits they had. And they would sell it at a double price and make money. All this was really criminal to to do from any point of view, but they were doing it. I went to, I don't know what year it was, 1978 or so, into Colombia. And there was one man came in the party. I was with my husband. He said, I've heard you are a great saintly person from India. Can you give us some blessings that we really hit these Americans nicely and see them off? Because the way they are exposing us to our poverty and things, they are horrible. I said, why do you want to hit them? No, they require it, otherwise they will not be all right. It's just in the party, I didn't want to discuss it, all right. And you know, this cocaine came up there. And if you go and see now that place I've been to, Bogota, with my husband, it was like a shanty town, absolutely like a shanty town, made of tin and this and that. Now big buildings are there, and you have escalators and everything. They used to bring petrol with the donkey's cart. Can you imagine? In such a short time, it has become such a big country. And not only that, but now the whole America is afraid of them, even Australia. The drugs are taken by Americans themselves. In Washington, there is such a lot of storage of drugs that they don't know what to do. And even the senators are taking to drugs. Can you imagine? I won't be surprised one day Mr. Clinton lands up with some drugs. The way it is such a fashion, it is such a fantastic thing for them. You go to any party of elite people, which I have to sometimes, they only talk about drugs. You see, you want which drug you like. So I don't like any drug. No, if you want, you can get it cheaply in this, if you go there, you can get it there. They discuss it in the elite parties. Also about gurus, you see, which guru you want. There is a sale on of a such and such guru, on a bargain, you can go like that. It's all so stupid, I tell you. I said, these people are so immature, worse than children. They are not grown up, only in age. They have done good, maybe in mechanism and all those things, but that has nothing to do with your personality growth. And that's why I find them just like dwarfs, the way they have attitude towards things. And everyone practically must have taken drugs. Everyone, except for Asians, may not have. Because now I've learnt that there are two genes which protect the Asians. But the white skin has no those genes to protect. The other day in the lecture I told them that there are two genes which are protective. Found only among Asians, means Chinese and Indians. All the rest of the people don't have those genes which should protect them. So they are so vulnerable to all these nonsensical things that are going on. And they take to it so easily. I used to wonder how these educated, good people, people of my husband's ranking also were stupid like that. Every time they would bring a new wife. One day one of them brought a wife who was hardly about 20 years of age. This fellow is at least 70. I didn't know. My husband pinched me, said, that's his wife, all right? Don't call her a granddaughter. I used to drop bricks after bricks there. Such absurd people coming, and a 70-year-old man coming with a lady who is 20 years. You can never think that she could be his wife. At the most, sister-in-law, at the most. But I thought she was the granddaughter, so he pinched me and told me that don't. This is it. You see, it's such a paradoxical world that if you come from Sahaj to this, you see what's going on, what are they doing.